Pokemon Go's been out for almost a month now, and you've probably been playing it non-stop, which means you've missed out on a bunch of quality mobile games in the meantime. So to help get you up to speed, here are 10 of the best. Blitzbreaker is a feisty, fast-paced platformer that sees you dive-bombing headfirst through mazes lined with spikes and saw blades. Levels are not more than a few seconds long, though you might find yourself stuck for a while as you figure out the perfect pattern of swipes and the pixel-precise timing to nail each and every section. Our reviewer said it might not be the freshest game on the App Store, but it certainly has its moments, and has an earthy charm. One of my personal favourites, Severed is a slick and stylish dungeon crawler which came out on the Vita earlier in the year. It was crying out to be played on the iPad's massive screen though, and now you can. It's a bit like a first-person Zelda game, complete with keys and collectibles and heart pieces. But the battles are wholly unique. They see you swiping away at the touchscreen as you try to de-limb monsters and pluck out eyeballs. There are elements of Infinity Blade and Fruit Ninja, but with an evocative and otherworldly atmosphere. If you missed it on Vita, don't make that mistake again. One glance at Bliss, and it might look like someone snuck into your room and broken all your dominoes in half. Actually, it's a clever mathematical puzzle game. The goal is to swipe your finger over a bunch of tiles to create a chain of at least 3 or 4. The tiles have dots on them, which denote how many chains you have to make with that block before it disappears. Pocket Gamer's reviewer says there's often more than one way to solve a puzzle, and each time you do, it feels like you've pulled off an astonishing feat, even if it only took a few seconds. Alpha Bear and Triple Town developer Spry Fox is back with Road Not Taken, a roguelike puzzle game about rescuing children who are lost in the aftermath of a brutal winter storm. It's not your typical dungeon crawler. There's far less fighting and more focus on collecting resources, crafting, and helping people out. The game is also packed with secrets, and you'll be wrapped for weeks before you uncover all its mysteries. We reckon this one might prove a bit frustrating and possibly even tedious for some people, but anyone who has the patience to explore the game's depth will find a small treasure. Like Echochrome and Monument Valley, Cubic is a puzzle game inspired by the trippy, brain-busting works of MC Escher, the absolute lad who did them nifty doodles of impossible architecture. In each level, Cubic presents you with a shape made out of cubes, which you have to make your own version of using the different pieces on offer. As our reviewer says, if very demanding, out-of-the-box 3D spatial puzzles are your thing, you may love this one. Snakebird is hard. Like, we're talking half the reviews on iTunes are people saying the second level is impossible to beat hard. But it's not impossible. It just demands a different way of thinking. And a logical brain that can see several moves ahead and figure out how the heck you're gonna get a big slithering snake past those spikes, over that hole, and into the rainbow portal. There's a mix of brute force trial and error and more thoughtful play. And the game will often lead you to the wrong answer just for laughs. But when you finally finish a stage, there's no feeling like it. Day of the Tentacle may be the greatest point-and-click adventure ever. I know, that's a big claim in a world where Monkey Island exists, but hear us out. Not only is it absurdly hilarious and filled to bursting point with gags and goofy characters, but it also has an ultra-smart conceit. The game is split between the past, present, and future, and you'll need to use all 3 to solve some of the truly insane puzzles. This remastered edition is top-notch, with an art style that does justice to the original pixel art, you can play either, by the way, cleaned up voice and music, and bonus content. There's even a director's commentary from Tim Schafer and co. Go take a look.
Well, what possible harm?
Dunkers is a super goofy sports game from the creator of Wrestling and Battle Golf that seems like it was brewed up in a lab to be perfect for YouTubers to play while making loud noises. It's not hard to giggle as your topless basketball hero goes headfirst through the hoop. There's not an awful lot to it, but it's free and it will easily eat up a boring bus journey. Rerunners is like Mario Kart, if it were a side-scrolling platformer. So expect weapons and tricky head-to-head races, but also double jumps and coins to collect. Best of all, it's online, and matches are instant and effortless to join. In PG's review, we say it's silly, exciting, well-balanced, and a fantastically good time whether you're leading the pack or dragging behind, which is an amazing feat in its own right. You'll have to watch out for the in-app purchases, wait timers, boosts, and all that stuff. It is still a free-to-play game after all, but if that doesn't bother you, it is well worth a play. So you remember Out There, right? That survival game about resource management, cosmic exploration, and getting your pinky lopped off in a dodgy spaceship mechanism. Well, if you like the flavor text and choices best of all, then you simply need to check out Chronicles, which blows that stuff into a full-on, well-written text adventure with gorgeous art. The only downside is that it comes to an abrupt end, making the wait for Chapter 2 even more painful.
Things are different now.
That's your lot for now, but we hope you saw something you liked. Remember to subscribe to AppSpy for all the latest mobile gaming videos. Thanks for watching, see you next time.